I have no idea how some of these mom and pop coin shops stay in business. No idea at all. Their business practices are atrocious. The presentation of their coins and merchandise is lackluster. Their stores are rather dingy. I have no idea how they do it. As a rookie bullion dealer, rookie precious metals dealer, I don't have a brick and mortar store, so maybe they know something I don't. But I have no idea how they can continue to stay open day after day, week after week, year after year. Welcome to Ocotillo Mining Company, your source for premium investment grade gold and silver bullion coins. And for fun, or whenever I have a few minutes or I'm somewhere new, I like to check out the local coin shop in the area. Sometimes it's just to do a little recon, sometimes it's to see if I can learn something new, sometimes it's just entertainment, or just see if they have any good deals that day. And that's what's happened over the last month. I've been to 2 different coin shops that I've always wanted to go to, but just never had the time, mostly because they're about an hour away from where I live. Now, the first one I walked into was it was tight, it was cramped, but he had a great selection of stuff, and he seemed pretty knowledgeable. But right off the bat, he apologized for the premium on American Silver Eagles, which was strange. And now, instead of using that high premium to direct me into something else, he just railed on about the high premiums on American Silver Eagles. And not, the premiums are high, but this is why they're high. Maybe justify the higher price. Not, here's what you can do to reduce the premium over time. Here are some great alternatives if you don't want to pay that premium. Nothing like that at all. But he's the only guy in town. In fact, if you draw a 50-mile circle around his shop, you aren't going to find anything. Well, maybe 40 miles. You aren't going to find another shop within 40 or 50 miles of where this guy does business. So maybe he can afford to take a few missteps here and there with his bedside manner. Okay, that's the only thing I can describe it as. And now he did have some good prices on some 40% junk silver, and so I picked up a couple pieces to compensate him for his time, and I was on my way. Will I go back to him? Probably, yes, because it seemed like when it comes to bullion, he had plenty of other examples at much lower premiums, and he might be willing to pass along some discounts to me in the future. Another coin shop I went to yesterday, again about an hour from where I live. It's just a mom and pop shop, and I walked in and asked if they had any 90% junk silver. They said sure. They brought it out, and he had 3 bags: dimes, quarters, and half dollars. They just kind of flopped them on the display case there and said, "These are all $24 times face." Okay, thank you. And I picked out a couple coins and paid his wife, and then about that time, everybody else in the store disappeared. So I was just left with it was just me and the owner, and rather than trying to strike up a conversation like your name, what do you like to collect, are you a stacker, are you an investor, you kind of get an idea who I was when it came to precious metals. He swatted down everything I said. It was like being at an NBA game and watching some guy 7-footer swat down shots left and right. I told him, I said I really like to collect proof bullion coins, and his answer was, you like pretty coins, don't you? I said, well, yes, I do, and I do stack from time to time, and that's why I bought the constitutional silver from you today. Well, the premium's kind of high. I said, well, no, I thought it was a fair price for what you're doing here today. He just kept swatting away. I told him I like to Morgan dollars, and I want to work up, where I can trade up to a better Morgan dollar every few months, every year, so that in my collection I have one you know, super premium, super rare, extra collectible Morgan dollar. Whack, whack, whack. He just, it was just, it was hard to keep from laughing. And I couldn't understand, why is this guy doing this? How can he possibly stay in business? And then, and the reason why I ask these questions is because I've struggled with business myself in the past at what I think is a poor practice by a competitor, but somehow they manage to make money. So the only thing I could think of is that, like, if I see 10 people, I want to sell all 10 people. I want 10 out of 10 to buy. I know that if I get 5 or 6 out of 10, I'll be okay. You know, that I can live with that. But maybe when he talks to 10 people, only 2 of them buy. And maybe he has a way of separating the wheat from the chaff. I don't know. But maybe he makes more when only 20% of his customers buy at his outrageous prices than at what I'm trying to do with 5 or 6 out of 10. So maybe by trial and error, or just from experience, or you know, just from how he was brought up in the coin business, that was the way to make money. You know, you're going to alienate 80% of the people that walk through the door, but the 2 that do buy will stick with you forever and ever, and they'll pay whatever price you put in front of them. So maybe he knows something I don't. But still, it's you know, I'm going like, what is going on? How can these guys continue to operate a coin shop? Anyway, I promised myself I would not do that as part of Ocotillo Mining Company. You know, if you tell me you like 19th century large copper pennies, okay, I'll help you out. If you tell me you like, you know, ancient Roman denarii, you know, those little tiny silver coins, okay, I'll help you out. If you tell me you really love, you know, Kennedy $50, fine, I'll help you out, all right? But I'm not going to say, oh, you should really buy this, or that's a bad idea, you should really do that. I'll talk to you, I'll work with you, I might suggest you look at, you know, broadening your collection or how to make it more valuable, doing one thing or another. But I'm certainly not going to make you feel bad when you're standing in my shop with a pocket full of cash. I mean, that's just silly to me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this humorous rant today about other coin shops, and if your dealer in town is like that, you don't have to give me his or her name, but just please take a look at OcotilloMiningCompany.com. If it ain't worth buying, we don't sell it. Also, I do have a Patreon channel. If you like these videos and you'd like to see some premium content, exclusive content, if you'd like to, please subscribe or become a member through my Patreon channel. In addition to your monthly contributions, you also get some swag, and you could also pick up some bullion as well. All right, well, again, thank you for tuning in. OcotilloMiningCompany.com.